Before I dive into today's topic, I just want to take a moment to reflect on the progress I've made since starting these videos. When I recorded my first one around Easter, I was uncomfortable, unsure, and honestly just trying to get through it without stumbling too much. Since then, I've talked about Anzac Day, Labor Day, why I'm doing this in the first place, and more recently, the difference between hearing listening and active listening. For those of you who are coming in at this stage of my progress, I started making these videos as a way to improve my verbal communication and confidence for uni, for future work, and just life in general. Each time I've learnt something about how I express myself, how I feel on camera, and how much these small moments of reflection are helping me grow. So thank you for being part of this process with me. Whether you've watched one or all of them, it's meant a lot. So this week, I want to talk about something that's really simple, but incredibly powerful. The feeling of being heard. Not just listened to, but really heard. Where someone's fully present with you, not distracted, not jumping in to give advice straight away, just there. And it's in those moments you realise how rare that is and how much it actually means. I've had plenty of times where I've needed to get something off my chest or talk something through. And while advice can be helpful, what's helped me the most hasn't been someone telling me what to do. It's been those moments where someone just listened, gave me space to figure things out without pressure, just held the moment with me. Andrew, my husband, is someone who makes me feel heard a lot, whether I'm talking about something light, something heavy, or rambling about uni, which I do a lot, or these videos, which I also ramble about a lot. He usually takes it in. He listens, he asks questions, and he's present with me in the moment. He sometimes makes suggestions and gives really good feedback. And true to the classic male default, he does occasionally try to fix the issue. And I'll admit, sometimes that frustrates me, especially when I just want someone to listen. But the thing is, he means well. I know his heart's in the right place. And even when he slips into fix-it mode, it still feels like support because underneath it, he's paying attention, he's trying. Well, except for that one time he drifted off mid-conversation. Nothing like your conversation being punctuated with a loud snore. Not quite the emotional support I was hoping for. But in his defence, it was late and I was having a bit of a ramble. We laughed about it later. But most of the time, that feeling of being heard by him makes me feel grounded. Like I matter. Not because I've said something profound, but simply because he cares enough to be present. And then there are those times where you don't feel heard. When someone asks how you are, but they don't really stay with you in the answer because they're not really listening, to be honest. I remember when Dad was really unwell. There was so much uncertainty and we didn't know if he was going to pull through. Someone who at the time claimed to be a friend asked how he was doing, and I told her honestly and that it wasn't looking good. Instead of listening, she launched into talking about a routine surgery her dad had coming up and how expensive it would be and how she hoped it went well. And in that moment, I just shut down. I didn't feel seen or supported. I needed a friend. And instead, I felt like my pain had been brushed aside. Sometimes people jump in with their own stories to try and relate. And when it's done gently, it can be comforting. And when someone's in a vulnerable moment, they don't need you to match it. They just need you to hold space for them first. we don't always need someone to fix things, and we don't always need advice or comparison stories. Sometimes we just need someone to sit with us, hear us, and let us feel what we're feeling. Feeling heard can bring calm when everything feels chaotic. And it can be the difference between feeling completely alone and knowing that someone's walking beside you, even if they can't carry the weight for you. And if you've ever had a moment like that where someone simply listened, it stays with you, doesn't it? And if you haven't felt that in a while, or you're longing for it right now, I just want to say you're not asking for too much. Being heard isn't a luxury, it's a basic human need. Thanks for watching and for sitting with me in the space today. Next week I'll be talking about listening to yourself, because sometimes the person we dismiss the most is us. Until then, take care of yourself and each other, and I'll see you next week.